Sonic the Hedgehog can outrun missiles, destroy giant robots, travel through time, and even fight literal gods. So why does one of gaming's fastest and strongest heroes lose to water? It sounds like a joke, but Sonic's biggest weakness has confused fans for over 30 years. Was it because of technical limitations? Did SEGA make a mistake? Or is there actually a secret reason hidden in Sonic's history? Today we're uncovering the real reason Sonic can't swim. And trust me, the answer is way stranger than you think. Let's dive in. When most people think of Sonic, they think of speed. He's fast enough to run across oceans, fast enough to dodge lasers. And in some games, he's literally moving faster than the speed of light. But the moment Sonic falls into deep water, everything changes. His speed disappears. He sinks like a rock, and if he doesn't find an air bubble in time, it's game over. That drowning countdown music has traumatized an entire generation of gamers. If you've ever heard those panic-inducing notes, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. What's weird is real hedgehogs can actually swim. Not only can they swim, they're surprisingly good at it. So why can't Sonic? Believe it or not, the reason has almost nothing to do with hedgehogs. Back during the development of the very first Sonic game in 1991, the developers wanted Sonic to feel different from Mario. Mario could swim, so SEGA decided Sonic needed a unique weakness. Water instantly became the perfect obstacle. It forced players to slow down, think differently, and created intense moments that contrasted with Sonic's incredible speed. In other words, Sonic wasn't made unable to swim because hedgehogs can't swim. He was made unable to swim because it made the gameplay more exciting. It's one of the simplest design choices in gaming history, but it accidentally became one of Sonic's most famous traits. There's actually another story that's become legendary among Sonic fans. One of Sonic's creators reportedly believed hedgehogs couldn't swim. Years later, they found out that wasn't even true. Real hedgehogs naturally paddle through water when they need to. By then, it was too late. Sonic's fear of water had already become part of his identity. Millions of players expected it. Changing it would have felt wrong. Sometimes gaming's biggest traditions start from tiny misunderstandings. Here's where things get interesting. Over the years, some Sonic games actually let him move through water, not exactly swimming, but close. Games like Sonic Colors and Sonic Frontiers changed how water worked. Instead of instantly sinking, Sonic can move around much more freely. Even in modern games though, water is still treated as one of Sonic's biggest obstacles. It's become such an iconic part of the franchise that removing it completely would almost feel like taking mushrooms away from Mario, or rings away from Sonic himself. So after more than 3 decades, the mystery finally has an answer. Sonic can't swim, not because hedgehogs can't swim, not because of some secret curse, but because SEGA wanted players to slow down. One simple gameplay decision turned into one of gaming's most recognizable weaknesses. And honestly, could you even imagine Sonic without those terrifying underwater moments? The panic, the countdown, the desperate search for an air bubble. Love it or hate it, it's become part of what makes Sonic, Sonic. But here's the question. If SEGA suddenly announced that Sonic could swim in every future game, would you like the change, or would it ruin part of what makes Sonic special? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.